The great Kurt Warner is here. Part of Disney's 10th anniversary of the I'm going to Disney World promotion, right?
Yeah, it's actually my 10th anniversary from when I was in Super Bowl XXXIV, and I got to be that guy that we always dream of being, saying, you just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next? I'm going to Disney World. And I've been connected with Disney since that point. I take a group of Make-A-Wish kids down to Disney every year with my foundation, and Disney just does a great job of making their dreams come true. So they've got a new promotion this year called Give a Day, Get a Day. If you go onto their website at disneyparks.com, you can see a number of different organizations in your area that they're connected with. And if you're willing to volunteer or serve for a day with one of these organizations, then Disney's going to give you a day of free access to one of their parks. And so I think it's really the essence of what Disney's all about, making dreams come true. They give you an opportunity to impact somebody's life and also have your life impacted if you're willing to give a day and then get a day.
All right, so who's going to Disney World this year, Peyton Manning or Drew Brees?
I'm hoping Drew does. As much as I love Peyton and that team, I want to see New Orleans win this game. I want to see them win the championship and bring it back to that city. I think it would just, be a perfect part of the rebuilding process that they've got there. I think it'd be great for our league. As much as I enjoy the players on that team, I would like to see it more from a big picture standpoint. So I'm hoping Drew is that guy.
All right. Kurt, your retirement, of course, was huge news last week, and everybody's dreaming up a great marketing campaign. You could do like Favre, and you could retire, unretire, and you're not going to do that, though,
No,
right?
I'm not going to do that. My decision was final, and I knew going into it I wanted to make sure if I made this decision, I was comfortable with it being final, that I wanted to do it one time, I wanted to do it at the right time, and then I wanted to move on to new and better things. And I'm looking forward to those things in my future, but football, definitely between those lines, is a thing of the past.
Now, obviously your whole career has been a great story. I mean, just coming from where you were in arena football to the Rams is how improbable. Do you ever pinch yourself now and look back on it and say, how did that happen?
Well, I mean, I definitely look back on it, especially now that I've retired, and you hear the stories and you think back to what's happened over the last 12 years or even the last 15 years and how improbable it was and how amazing it was and how much of an impact it's had on my life and my family. And I'm just humbled that God would choose to use me in this way and give me the opportunities that he did and place me around the people that he placed me around. I do pinch myself sometimes and say, wow, it's been amazing and it's been an awesome 12 years. But at the same time, I say, as awesome as those have been, I look forward to the next 30 or 40 and how awesome they're going to be as well.
Now, this is Hall of Fame week, and certainly your name 5 years down the road.
Right.
First of all, can you wait? I mean, it's a long time. What do you think? Do you feel right now that there's a groundswell for you, and will you be thinking about that over these next few years?
I probably won't be thinking about it too much. You think about it now because a lot of people talk to you about it. And I don't know what the final decision will be. But I do feel like I belong there. And I say that because to me a Hall of Fame career is one in which when you played between those lines, when you had the ball in your hand, were you one of the best to ever play this game? And I believe when I had those opportunities, I was. The big question is when I didn't have those opportunities. I didn't start till I was 28. I had those times in between when the ball was taken out of my hands and the different teams, decided to bench me, that I wasn't good enough to be their starter. And that's the big question. But I look at it and say, just look at my time between those lines. Look at the time when I played. Did I play this game as well as anybody? And I believe I did, and I believe that would warrant the Hall of Fame. But I know I'm not making that decision, and they're going to weigh in everything, and we'll just see what happens in 5 years or so.
Is Tony Romo going to be? Is he getting there?
I think Tony's growing. I think he's got a lot of skill. He brings a lot to the table, and he continues to learn as a quarterback. And I think we saw that in the tail end of this year, that he brought everything to the table that he's always brought to the table, but he also learned about making decisions and what it means to help your team win. And that's not always throwing the big pass or getting the big completion or the big touchdown. It's being able to manage the game. And I think he did a tremendous job of that down the stretch. And so that's what I see with Tony is I think every year he improves. Every year he gets better. And you couple that with the skill that he's got, and I think the future is really, really bright for Tony.